Welcome to the PhoneArena.com video review of the LG Lotus. The Lotus is a funky little device. As you can see, its size is very unconventional. It's a square flip phone, and the reason for this is it houses a full QWERTY. It also has a 2.4-inch widescreen QVGA display, which is in general pretty good. The keypad reminds us very much of the Q9C. It's very easy to use, and the keys have a slight rounding to them, which means that even though they're pressed up next to each other, it's very easy to distinguish them from each other. On the left side of the phone, we'll find a volume rocker and a micro USB charging and data port. The right side houses a 2.5mm jack. We would have much preferred a 3.5 jack on this. It also has a music and camera key, and finally a micro SD card. It ships with a 512 meg card, but is expandable up to 16 gigs. The back of the phone is very plain and nondescript. It's got a slight soft touch feel to it, which gives it a good touch. The front of the phone has a 1.3-inch display, and below that are media controls. Right now we don't have any music playing, but a pause, fast forward, and rewind button would illuminate. Even though they illuminate, and this is a flush surface, they are not touch sensitive. There's actual tactile feedback to these buttons. Overall, the feeling of the phone is very awkward. In hand like this, it's not too bad. But when you're on a call and holding it open to your ear, it's a little too wide and too narrow for our tastes. And on long conversations, we felt our hand getting fatigued. However, the feel when typing out a message is very good. It's a little bit wide, which means that the two-handed use is better. In terms of performance, the Lotus was very good. Callers were pleased with how we sounded, and we felt the same way. The battery life exceeded its 5.5-hour rating by just a few minutes, and that's very excellent for a CDMA device. It has a 2-megapixel camera, which performed average. It wasn't anything special, but it wasn't terrible. LGs have never been known for all that great of a camera, especially on the CDMA side, and the Lotus is right on line with that. The phone does feature Sprint's new one-click interface, something that we first saw on the Rant and High Note. The Lotus was also a launch device for this, but this is our first time with the hands-on. We really like this interface. It's very intuitive and allows the user to do many things straight from the home screen. We like to see integration from the likes of Google, Yahoo, Facebook, and others. It lets the user customize their phone and make them really feel right at home. It is a PowerVision phone, which means it's capable of playing music, watching live TV, and many other features. As an EVDO phone, the user can browse the web at high speeds. The included browser isn't very good. It is a WAP browser after all, but Opera Mini is of course available, which offers a much better browsing experience. The phone comes in two colors, and the purple is definitely the more interesting one. As you can see, there's a slight difference in the design here. The floral pattern is shiny, whereas the rest of the phone has a matte finish. This is a very subtle look, and we appreciate it. The other color is a flat black, which is much more boring. Overall, we came away fairly pleased with the Lotus, but personally we couldn't get over the feel. We'd recommend using a Bluetooth headset, and that would eliminate a lot of the problem. For text messengers, they'll love the keyboard, and for the fashion conscious, especially the females, the purple looks really good.